live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Representatives from a major aerospace company make their way to Rockford. Recognition is given to local workers for helping to bring NASA's astronauts to the moon.
Rockford community members gather at a local park soon to mourn. They want to send a message to a young murder victim's family. They will not forget the 10-year-old.
And a local building's renovated for a good cause. Organizers say the new space will help teens achieve their dreams. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. Another Rockford company's workers get attention for helping the U.S. space program. Lockheed Martin's constructing the Orion space capsule that will transport astronauts to the moon and eventually into deep space. Many of the components on that capsule are made right here in Rockford.
Today, Lockheed made a special trip to Ingersoll to recognize several employees directly involved. Our Nikel Delgado was there. Nikel?
That's right, Eric and Mimi. Those who work there tell me they're excited and honored to know that the things they are making at Ingersoll are helping taking humans back on a mission to the moon.
We do a lot of neat stuff here, and it's cool to see where it goes. There's so much stuff out there that people never imagined that would happen.
Josh Parson is one of many machinists who work at Ingersoll Machine Tools. Josh tells me never in his 20-plus years in manufacturing did he think the parts he created would help people get to the moon or even land on the moon.
It's very neat watching everything that we did go up in space.
Ingersoll machines 5 of the major structural components for Orion, and our flight hardware was the one that was launched on Artemis 1, and it'll be launched on every subsequent Artemis mission.
Chief Executive Officer Dr. Jeffrey Arstrom is proud to say that Ingersoll designed all the fixtures and tools that went into creating the bulkhead and the outer shell of the Orion space capsule.
These are the parts that they will put the rest of the components on: the avionics, the electronics, the seats for the astronauts to sit in. These are the things that protect them and carry them to the moon and back again safely. We build them here at Ingersoll.
Both men encourage students and job seekers to look at the manufacturing field, especially in Rockford.
Try to get into manufacturing. I mean, it can take you obviously to the moon and back. It's a neat industry to be in.
Artemis 2 is planned to launch with a crew on the Orion spacecraft in November of 2024. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Nikel. We now know the names of 2 men murdered over the weekend in Rockford. 41-year-old Rashad Pelzer was shot Friday night on Elm Street in Rockford Ridge. Winnebago County Coroner's Office says an autopsy shows the 41-year-old died from multiple gunshots. And Miles Seward died from several gunshot wounds. The 24-year-old was shot early Sunday morning at the Burnham Lofts in downtown Rockford. Police say Seward was at a rooftop party when there was a fight and someone started shooting. Police have not announced any arrests in either case.
Winnebago County's coroner releases autopsy results after a man dies during a traffic stop. Late Monday night, Illinois State Police pulled over Lamar Bell near 10th Avenue and Kishwaukee Street in Rockford. During the stop, the 33-year-old had a medical crisis and asked for an ambulance. He was rushed to Swedish American Hospital. That's where he died. An autopsy today shows no signs of traumatic injury. The coroner is still trying to figure out a cause of death. A Rockford man is sentenced to 9 years for prostituting a teenage girl. In September 2022, Rockford police officers were called to Motel 6 on East State for a welfare check after a mother reported her daughter a runaway. They found the 15-year-old with Andre Cotton. She told police Cotton took pictures of her to put on a website advertising sex in exchange for money. The teen said 2 men paid around $100 for sexual acts with her.
Family, friends, and community members plan to gather tonight in memory of Destiny Huggins. The 10-year-old was murdered almost 2 weeks ago. A public viewing is underway right now in Chicago, where her mother's from. Locally, a vigil will be held at 7:30 tonight at Sinisippi Park. Organizers are asking anyone who attends to bring candles or bubbles. They're also asking that you dress in pink and white to honor Destiny. Destiny's funeral is tomorrow in Chicago.
Janesville police arrest a wanted man after a domestic violence incident. Officers were called to South Main Street near Courthouse Park Friday. When they got there, Kewan Green wasn't there. Green had warrants out for his arrest from Dane County. One of the charges was attempted murder. Yesterday, police tracked him down and arrested him. Green is accused of a whole list of charges, including domestic violence. Mackenzie Tripp was with Green. She is charged with aiding a felon.
Workers at Loves Park City Hall were evacuated today. This happened after someone called 911 around 2 this afternoon after seeing smoke coming from vents in the building on Hart Boulevard. Loves Park firefighters made their way to the roof and found an air conditioning unit had caught fire. The damage didn't spread to the rest of the building.
Construction on I-39 will shut down Rockford Road for several months. Linden at I-39 will be closed from July 24th until November 23rd. Crews will create a new overpass. Alpine to the west and Mulford to the east will act as detours. The work is part of the larger $247 million project to improve I-39 between Harrison Avenue and Black Hawk Road. A local school district needs to add more staff. Rockford Public Schools will host the first of 2 hiring events tomorrow. More than 100 positions are open for this fall. Most are full-time, 9-month jobs. RPS administrators say the support staff they're looking for are an important influence on students.
Our paraprofessionals, our bus drivers, nutrition staff, they are the people who really are the first ones to make contact with our students in the morning. Quite oftentimes, they're the ones who set the tone for that child's whole day, being able to greet students with a smile and say, hey, I'm glad you're here. We're going to have a great day and a great school year.
The hiring event's tomorrow at the RPS Administration Building on 7th Street from 9 in the morning until noon. You can find a full list of openings on RPS 205's website. We'll have a link for you on ours.
A local nonprofit celebrates some new upgrades. Comprehensive Community Solutions showed off their new learning space today. CCS received a $300,000 grant from the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. They used it to renovate the 3-building campus that used to be the Mott Brothers Company headquarters on South Main Street. The executive director says their programs are all about providing a future for local teens.
Young people that come through our doors, and in the beginning, you can say they're hopeless. They're not sure what their next step is. All they know is either their mom or a guardian or the judicial system is on them to do something. They're like, I don't know what to do, right? So being engaged with the professionals that they interact with on a daily basis, you'll have like some of the young people that spoke earlier today, like there's this veil that comes from over their eyes, and they're aware of what possibilities are, and then they begin to dream.
CCS manages 4 youth programs in the Rockford area, including Youth Build Rockford, which is celebrating its 29th year this year.
The Rockford Park District's looking for community feedback for a local park. The district's renovating the playground at Wants Park in Loves Park. There are 4 designs the district is considering. You can pick your favorite tomorrow night at the park. Youth voting begins at 4:30. Adults can vote between 5 and 6 or take an online survey. We have a link to that on our website, mystateline.com.
The Biden administration's looking to break new ground with China.
Up next, climate envoys say more work must be done to protect the climate.
It's Wednesday. That means we're live in your backyard. Right now we're in Rockford. We'll talk about how you can win and also talk about the storm chances and the heat that's going to be building up, just how hot we're going to get next week. That's all coming up.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
A Senate committee in Washington, D.C. will vote tomorrow on legislation to require Supreme Court justices to adopt a code of ethics.
The act would create a way to investigate violations. Illinois Senator Dick Durbin is the chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee. He says it's time for a change to be made and for judges to be held to an ethical standard.
Every other federal judge, federal employee, member of Congress, member of the administration, all of us are bound by the code of ethics and by disclosure requirements. But the Supreme Court has said doesn't count. We 9 people can do what we want to do, and we don't have to answer to anyone. That's why we're having this markup of a bill.
Senator Durbin's been calling for the Supreme Court to adopt an enforceable code of conduct for more than a decade. Heavy downpours trigger more flash flooding in parts of Kentucky.
Nearly 10 inches of rain fell in some spots. This is what it looked like at one home in Mayfield. The water's flooding neighborhoods and homes. It's stranding drivers. Flash flood warnings stretch from Kentucky to Missouri, along with Illinois and parts of Tennessee.
U.S. Climate Envoy John Kerry is hoping to break new ground in U.S.-China climate relations. Kerry says he had productive discussions with the Chinese vice president. Both leaders spoke about the need to guarantee a positive outcome at this year's UN Climate Conference. The climate conference is set to take place in Dubai from November 30th until December 12th.
Temperatures will cool down into the mid-60s as we head into this evening.
Up next, Savannah will show us the forecast for the rest of the week, along with a quick peek at a very hot start to next week.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Savannah Brito.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We're here live in Rockford. Weather in your backyard going on, having lots of fun. Lots of the grandkids jumped into the pool. I have Wanda here. This is her daughter's house. Thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you for coming.
It's so fun. Do you guys host a lot of parties back here? It seems like a perfect yard to do so.
Oh, yeah, we do. It's Minnie's weekend.
Yeah. So did you guys have a 4th of July party? Because I know that recently happened.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. We had salamonies also. What did you try today?
I tried it all. It was absolutely delicious. The kids loved it. Everybody loved it.
Yeah, we had a salad, mostaccioli, pizza, bread. It was super, super good.
It was very good.
What would you say is the one highlight of this backyard? Like, what's the
Just
one
spending
attraction?
with family.
Yeah.
I love it. Watching the kids swim.
Yeah.
Watching the kids laugh. It's wonderful. He's going to use your microphone.
The microphone. You want the microphone? He likes a little flag on it.
This is Jack. He's the newest.
Yeah, you also have some of your other grandkids over here too,
Yes,
right?
yes.
All over here.
Yes, over there. Too shy to come over.
Yeah, this is so much fun. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming. We've been trying and trying to do this.
Yeah, so
I'm so glad.
I know they won it this week. If you want to be, you want us to be in your backyard, you go on the weather tab on mystateline.com, click weather in your backyard. That's how you can enter. And there always is salamonies that brings food out to these events. So lots of fun here. This is like a perfect backyard. We got the pool, the trampoline, all the trees. It's very secluded. Definitely a fun backyard and a fun time. So that's where you can go if you want to enter. And temperatures are beautiful out here for these events. Pool, things like that. Get outside tonight. We're in the 80s all across the map right now in Rockford, checking into 81 in Savannah, 79 in Galena, and 84 in Janesville. We do have some storms that are firing off to our west. I don't think they're going to make its way into the state line, but we could see them fizzle out. So maybe a couple wind gusts here and there tonight. That's pretty much the only thing we're going to have to worry about. As we head for the next couple of days, though, the heat that's building west of here, that's going to be a big topic. Maybe an area of concern, not too much with storms, just based off the heat and how hot it's going to get next week. So cloud cover is all moving in west of here slowly. Beyond that, that's where the storms are located right now, popping off some severe weather. But again, that's not anticipated for us. Maybe just a couple of pop-up showers overnight, but watch what they do as we put this in motion. Kind of fizzle out and weaken as they make its way here across the state line. So probably going to see clouds build up from that. As we get into tomorrow morning, though, that should subside, sunshine, and especially by Friday. Friday's looking good. Next chance of rain not going to come in the forecast until we get to the weekend. That's also when heat's going to build, not here, but west of us. 90s probably for us by Tuesday, Wednesday. So beginning to middle of next week, the hundreds, not for us, but probably going to be in the forecast west of here, Oklahoma, Texas, maybe even getting into portions of Missouri and Kansas. So it is going to get hot out there. We do have heat alerts. That's all to our southwest, so obviously not for us to worry about, but something to keep in mind. We could see a heat advisory get issued maybe by early to midweek, probably by Wednesday, and then as we get into Thursday and Friday next week, the heat looks to continue at least for that portion of the week. 65 tonight, tomorrow we're up to 85, and then the cool down a little bit for Friday. It's going to be comfortable, and then guys, for the weekend, chances for showers return.
Pair of 90s to wrap up that 7 day. Thank you, Savannah.
Scott's in next with sports. A former Northwestern quarterback has come forward with allegations of abuse at the university.
And one of the Chicago Blackhawks' recent draft picks is ready to play for the Ice Hogs.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
Former Northwestern athletes continue to push back against the university for alleged hazing and abuse on campus. Today, former Northwestern quarterback and receiver Lloyd Yates, now 26, was part of a press conference in Chicago, and during that, he claimed that emotional, physical, and sexual abuse within the football program became normalized while he was there. And he says everybody was caught up in it.
This morning, upon arrival to campus, we were thrown into a culture where physical, emotional, and sexual abuse was normalized. No teammate I knew liked hazing. We were all victims, no matter what our role was at the time. But the culture was so strong that we felt we had to go with it to survive, to be respected, and to earn the trust within the football program.
Yates claims the alleged abuse was so bad that some players contemplated suicide. One of the Blackhawks' recent draft picks is now an Ice Hog. Fifth-round pick and forward Marcel just signed a one-year contract with the Ice Hogs. That's him going coast to coast for a goal in the World Junior Championships this year with Czechia. Marcel is 19. He has played professionally in Czechia's top league. More action tonight for the Cubs and the White Sox. The Sox are facing the Mets again. The Cubs are hosting the Nationals. Now, last night, the White Sox helped MLB set a record when they lost to the Mets 11-10. That was one of 4 games that saw both teams score double digits in runs. It's the first time that's happened in the modern era of baseball since 1900. 4 other teams and 4 other games also scored double-digit runs, including the Cubs. They scored 17 against the Nationals. The latest Beloit Skycarp to make it to the major leagues is not a player. He's the team's public address announcer. Jason Lycum has been hired as the new PA announcer for the Tampa Bay Rays. He's been with the Skycarp for the past year and a half, and let me tell you, he is very talented. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. Good evening. It's Wednesday. We're live. Weather in your backyard happening. We'll talk about how you can enter to win if you want to see us in your backyard. This is a beautiful backyard. I love the pool and deck that we're on. There's also a Taco Bell pool floaty right there. It's flipped over, but there's like sour cream and all the condiments. It's a loaded taco. It's kind of funny. But yes, having lots of fun out here, and the weather is perfect if you want to get outside, take a swim, hike, run, walk, anything. This evening is going to be great. Temperatures are not going to fall that much compared to previous mornings though and nights, but that's only going to be the case tonight. We have a few more comfortable nights on that 7-day ahead of us. All the storms and showers are northwest of here right now. Minnesota, entering portions of Wisconsin. There's a couple tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings. Could see some not severe weather, but some storms overnight. All that, of course, though, would not be severe, and temperatures going to heat up next week, guys.
All right, thanks, Savannah.
And thank you for spending some time with us. Stay safe.